Hi, I'm Heidi Bilesma, and this is my kitchen. A lot of damage has been done here over the years. Can you relate? But fortunately, a lot of victories have been claimed here as well. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Since 1999, I've been involved in some way with Thin Within, or the approach of Thin Within, and 0 to 5 eating. In 2002, I collaborated with the Hallidays on the writing of the Thin Within book. It was an incredible blessing, even though I wasn't applying myself to living according to those principles faithfully. God, in His great sense of humor, invited me to participate with them, to put the principles and the teachings from their workshops into book form. And that was published by W Publishing in 2002. About the same time, I was also participating in the writing of the workbook materials for the 12-week Bible study series that's available on Amazon as well as at the thinwithin.org website. So as you can see, I've had a lot of opportunity to get to know the Thin Within program. I've led support groups both online and in person, and I've been forum administrator for a number of years on and off. Most recently, I have not been doing so, but I am a participant there on the forums, and that's at thinwithin.org/forums. I also have a blog where I like to support Thin Within participants, and I've chronicled my journey since 2006. Which was the magic year when I started to more diligently and faithfully apply the principles that are found in the materials. From 2006 in the fall to about the winter of 2007, I went from this size, which I was busting out of, by the way, to a healthy size. And I have been a healthy size ever since. And that's really what I wanted to talk to you about. I know what it's like to know the material. I know what it's like to have lots of starts and stops. I have been there. I've done that. From 1999 to 2006, what was going on? While I was writing about the material, what was going on? I was not faithfully applying the principles. But in 2006, God got a hold of me, and fear was a big motivator for me in that case. I was afraid I was going to die of a heart attack and leave my children without their mother and my husband without his wife. So something, that was it. That's when it clicked for me. And God had a lot of work that He began to do, internal work with me, in order to get me to a place where I could faithfully apply the principles. I have learned so much over the years from my exposure to the Thin Within program from a different angles, from my connection with the Hallidays, I've learned from people who I've gotten to know a little bit on the forums and in my blog and in person. And so now I want to bring all that together to offer you a coaching option, a one-on-one coaching option. If you have experienced support in a support group, that's an awesome place to get support. If you have online, that's terrific too, or maybe you've come to my blog as well. Some of us need a little bit more help, and I think that's kind of what God gave me through Judy when I was working with her on the book and the workbooks. Many of us need that extra little bit of help in order to get over the hump, in order to get going really, or jet forward. We know that we can do this. There's just something missing. And sometimes that something missing is somebody to root us on, to celebrate, to get in our faces when we need it, or to be accountable to. If that sounds like something you could benefit from, then click the link for my email address, and you're going to shoot me an email letting me know you're interested. If you do that, this is what will happen next. If you let me know that you are interested in investigating a coaching option with me, then I will respond and send you some attachments, which are files that will, one of them is a questionnaire asking you about your familiarity with Thin Within, what your desires for the future are, what your goals are, what you want our month to look like together. Then we will schedule a Skype conversation or a phone call where we can talk about these things. And this is all free of charge. This is without you investing any money whatsoever, just time. If after our phone conversation and discussion of your goals and how I would approach your particular situation, you decide you want to move forward with coaching, I would send you an invoice for a month. I don't require a 6-month contract or a year-long contract. Then you would pay via PayPal. That's the ideal way to do it. And we would get started. What will it actually look like? We cater it specifically to your needs and your preferences. I have some clients who don't want to do any Skype conversations at all. Some who use all email for the accountability and reporting and the input that they receive from me. Other clients want the Skype conversations only, or the phone call conversations only with minimal email conversation in between. Then there's some that have the blend. So we cater it specifically to your desires, your schedule, your needs, your learning modalities. Then what happens is you can decide what kind of accountability you want. It can be accountability for 0 to 5 eating boundaries. It can be accountability for having a quiet time every day, because you know that as you keep a tender heart and a learning heart, you're going to be more willing to accountability than 0 to 5 eating. It can be to renew your mind, and we can talk about what that actually looks like for you. What I do in my interactions and exchanges with my clients is I try to specifically narrow in on some of the things that might help you specifically. Sometimes that'll be a link to a video or an audio that maybe is buried somewhere in the website where I keep videos, or it might be a blog post, or it might be a post at the Thin Within forums. Recently I sent a lady that I'm coaching a link to some photographs that show my food log, actual photographs of what I ate for a couple of weeks. But she had no idea what a healthy portion might look like for somebody. And that was one way I could show her that that's what it looked like for me. So if you think there's any possibility that this kind of approach could be helpful for you, go ahead and email me and let me know you're interested. I just want to say again, I'm not interested in coddling anybody or in having to get in anybody's faces or nagging you to email me. Why aren't you emailing me? That's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in being a support to you, in coaching you. And that means that it'll be a friendly, loving coaching, but it will be coaching. That means you're pushing yourself. You're getting outside of your comfort zone. I can't do the success for you. I can't do the success steps for you. I know, though, for a fact, that if I share with you strategies, tools, tips, and ideas that have worked for me and worked for others that I know, and if you do them, I know you will realize the goals that you have, and probably some other goals that God has for you as well. Anyway, if that sounds intriguing, shoot me an email, and I will be glad to be in touch with you. Hope to talk to you soon.